Alright, I just want to make a quick video regarding something. I know I've already talked about the Pine phone twice now. This video is not going to be so much about that. You guys already know from the last two videos, if you follow my channel or watch any of my videos, that I'm very much looking forward to this phone. But today I wanted to talk about the wireless services we have as options, and what my experience with those wireless providers have been. So just give me a second, I'm going to load this up, and we're going to stare at a screen while I talk to you about some of the shit that I've gone through. Just give me a minute. And so, 25G. So, the biggest problem I'm going to have with switching to this phone is that I currently have T-Mobile, though not for much longer. And as you can see from the star here, it's under development. Now, I've used T-Mobile for about 6 years, and I've noticed that a lot of the features that they had on their older plans, they've started removing those features on their newer plans and selling the features back to you for more money. So, for example, my old $70 plan would now cost $95 fucking dollars. And it's shit like that that makes me hate T-Mobile and makes me not trust the merger too much. I'm not sure if this is just a me problem. The phone I have now, this LG, I was pretty much lied to when I signed up the lease, because I questioned them like when they were selling me the lease because it sounded a little too good to be true. And they told me, look, you pay 18 months and then the phone's yours. I'm like, are you sure there's no extra fees or anything? And they just lied to my fucking face. And I found that out today. And they're like, yeah, it's going to be an extra $55. And I'm just like, I'm not paying you fucking $55 on top of this. Not what, if that was told to me when I signed the lease, I wouldn't have signed the lease. And, you know, just them taking features off and selling it to you for more money. The fact that in the past years they've switched their plans twice now. I just can't recommend T-Mobile anymore, and I don't want to stay with them based off the bullshit. I've scheduled a payment plan earlier today, and I went to the bank after all this shit and canceled my debit card, and I'm not going to pay them a fucking penny. And I told them that I'm not in the position right now financially to pay you money when you guys are fucking me over. I'm just not going to put up with it. I tend not to put up with people's bullshit in general, and this is one of those things. And I just don't care. You can literally take your bill and shove it up your ass. The other problem I have with T-Mobile is, so a phone I had been using for 4 or 5 years was the Note 3. Unfortunately, it only operates off bands 2 and 4. And like some newer phones, it doesn't support VoLTE, which stands for Voice over LTE. And T-Mobile really pushes VoLTE to the point where if your phone is like the Note 3, you literally have to dial the same number 20, sometimes even 30 times before you can finally get it connected. Unless, of course, you physically shut off 4G and switch it over to 3G. If you're on a 3G phone that doesn't have 4G support, it's fine, it works fine. But that's the other issue I have with T-Mobile. They're also really pressuring you to buy newer phones, so if that Note 3 only operates off bands 2 and 4, so it doesn't work as well as the newer phones with the newer bands. Like the Pine phone here has the EG 25G, and you can see it has all these bands. So the Note 3 only has 2 and 4. So obviously it's not going to work as well as something with this many bands. Metro PCS, which is based off T-Mobile, it's a great service, but it's basically a fucking paperweight at night, even if you're not in a congested area. I don't know what the problem behind that is. I had Metro PCS before T-Mobile bought them out, and it was great. And ever since T-Mobile bought them out, it's just been a fucking terrible service. You're on the bus, it cuts in and out. Doesn't matter if you're on a newer phone or not. It just doesn't matter. On top of that, if you if you follow me on Twitter at MortalsDemise13, I had posted a while back, I think it's a few years ago, how they're basically trying to scam you, saying you've used more data than you actually have, and I just gave up on Metro PCS right then and there. I have tried at&t Go and Cricket on my Note 3 here, but the problems I have with at&t and anything based off at&t is it works great outdoors, but it's really hit or miss if you're inside of a building, and that kind of unreliability is what made me stop using at&t. Of course, what I know now that I didn't know then is that they're kind of in cahoots with the NSA, so they're probably just spying on you 24/7, which is not something you want in a phone carrier. Kind of creepy. And the other problem, it's not so much a problem as it is, well, it is a problem for T-Mobile, but at&t doesn't have the problem that I had with T-Mobile when making phone calls. at&t works flawlessly on the Note 3 or any older phone or any phone that's new that doesn't support VoLTE. It just connects, whereas T-Mobile it won't for numerous times unless you fiddle around in the settings and shut off 4G. So I think my only option in the future is going to be Verizon or US Cellular. I haven't used Verizon, I've known people who have, but based off all the shit that I've gone through with T-Mobile and all the problems I have with them, and now I owe them money, and as you can see here, it might not work with the Pine phone. I think I made the right choice in today in telling them to go fuck themselves, and telling them to take their bill and shove it up their ass that I wasn't going to pay them. That's pretty much the video. If you've used T-Mobile or Metro PCS or at&t and you've had issues, leave a comment. I'd very much like to know what your issues were, because I'm not sure if this is just a me problem or if other people have had these issues. I have noticed that I have a lot more issues than most, and that's mainly because I don't put up with people's bullshit. I'm the type of person where if you tell me one thing and I come to find out that you didn't exactly tell me the whole truth even when I pressed you on it, I'm not just going to lie down and take it. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself, like I did with T-Mobile today. I don't care if I owe you money or not. You can send debt collectors after me. You ain't going to get a fucking penny. That's just me, though. But if you've had any problems with T-Mobile or their service or anything like that, just leave a comment. I'd like to know. Same thing with at&t. And if you've used Verizon, let me know about that, because I have family members who have used it, but I've never actually used it myself. And I hear they're pretty good, so I might go with them. So that's pretty much the video. I'm going to go maybe finish the last season of Breaking Bad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like the video and subscribe if you want to. If not, I don't really care. This is just kind of a hobby I'm doing. I have nothing better to do with my life. And it's helpful in the sense that I get to learn how to use recording tools and shit, which is the main reason why I started YouTube in the first place, is leave reviews on shit I've done. And I know this is more of a rant than a review, but it's nice to learn new things with recording software and shit. Anyways, I'm starting to rant about shit that the video's not about. So again, just leave a comment below and let me know what your issues with the cellular providers have had. I'd like to know, kind of as a reassurance that it's not just a me issue. And I'll see you guys in the next video.